What's popping, y'all? It looks like an unlikely defender has come after the Henderson Files have dropped, and that is DDG's brother, Dub. Now, if you're wondering what the Henderson Files are, I'm just going to play you guys the compilation.
Dad,
My leg
you
gonna
gotta
let
do
me get
it.
that far. I'm
do it.
telling you.
Oh, yeah.
My leg gonna let me get
You
that
and your
far.
excuses.
Right.
All right, I got a great one. Before you.
That's different.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
She tried to stick her tongue in my mouth, y'all. What up, bro? What?
Wait, so you be taking the camera with you?
Yeah. Not like my big camera. I take my I got the phone, little streaming phone.
Okay. Moving from the Bay Area to Los Angeles, the dating culture is very different out here. Like, all I see around me, since I'm like very involved with like being in the industry, being around, you know, people that are considered in our society as higher profile people, you know what I'm saying? I see a lot.
It's crazy.
All right,
They saying bad stuff?
They not even talking. They only talking about me.
What?
He can read everything, though. That's the worst part. I kind of hate it. He can. But it's like...
Like consistent content. Who's your like dream collab?
My dream collab?
Like Aiden?
I'd probably say Aiden. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've been watching for a long time. Like, a lot of people just think, like, oh, he just got big, so you start watching. Like, nah, I've been watching it for like a long time. Like,
Oh,
since I
that's
was,
lit.
like,
That's more than half of my earnings in college. Chat, I'm insecure too. I've been hurt before. I've been hurt before. So of course you're gonna make sure you watch everything in your upcoming relationship. Everybody got insecurities. Everybody got feelings. She's been hurt in her past relationship, just like I've been hurt in my past relationship. Before we met each other.
It's like y'all are real people. She a real person too with real feelings.
We all got real feelings, so we understand how they go.
Yeah, he is. He was just pins. You don't understand his stream.
Nah, I don't.
So that is Blackboy Max's new girlfriend. He brought her to the world, to the streaming industry. Well, he didn't bring her to the streaming industry, actually. She's been quite familiar with the streaming industry, but a lot of people are making comments on it, making jokes about it, and clowning Blackboy Max. And Dub decided to defend him. Now, granted, remember like in the previous video when I was talking about how it was people saying that Almighty J was cracking everything left and right? Well, Dub was one of those people, and I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
This Jay, any girl you could think of, Jay clapped. Like any girl you can think of, Jay clapped.
So here's Dub saying, yo, if your girl or if a chick was around Almighty J, you know what happened. We're just taking his word for it. And these guys have been locked in with Almighty J for years. They've been cool with them for a while. DDG and his brother. Pretty much whoever DDG is cool with, his brother is cool with. For the most part, except for McQueen. They've got some real smoke. We need to get McQueen and Dub on brand risk. Aiden Ross, what's going on? Make the boss call. Like we got to make fights like this happen. We need a Namir. Academics already said this, so I got to give credit where credit is due. He said we need a Namir and Almighty J on brand risk, and we need a McQueen and Dub on brand risk. Granted, I am betting my whole life savings on McQueen. He is tearing up Dub for sure, especially with no hugging and hand holding. I was gonna say hand holding. Oh man. But Dub, he would come out to defend it and say that, you know, Grace Henderson being on every stream under the sun, every popular streamer under the sun since 2021, it's just a coincidence, you know? And I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
Hard to be a female content creator because of how just thinking them, bro. Like niggas be thinking that just because a woman is sitting down in a room with somebody that they afterwards, it's just content, bro. But that is a real human, a real person that y'all like, bro. Everybody say they hate bullying, but you got posting bullying this girl for finding love. Do you know how f***ed up that is, chat? Imagine getting bullied for finding love through the internet. Your weird ass cousin got a Tinder account where he trying to find love. That ain't weird.
Dub, look at me. Come on now. Well, a female content creator, let's be real here. Now, I will say, I've said this in the past, it's hard to be a female rapper, and it's for sure hard to be a female gamer, because they're getting insulted like crazy, of course. But female content creator, what content does she create? Like, let's be real here. I look up Grace Henderson on YouTube and I see zero content. I look up Grace. You have to search far and wide to find any Grace Henderson content. And then when you find Grace Henderson, and it's not just, oh, it's just content, quote unquote. What content is she creating? I look her up on TikTok, and she's got like 3 posts with like 100K followers doing get ready with me's, which is the same content I can get from local chicks in my own neighborhood on my For You page. So no, Grace Henderson is not a female content creator. Maybe she was at a certain point in time, but she has not been that for a long time. You are not a content creator unless you're putting out content. It's like, oh, yo, I'm a hooper. Dog, you haven't hooped since varsity basketball like 8 years ago. Let it go. You are not a hooper. That's it. You're not competing anymore. Yeah, you're heading to the rec. You're heading to the Y. You're heading to the LA Fitness once a year, and you think you still got it. You don't got it. You're 26 now. Wrap it up. Either get back and start competing or wrap it up. That's the same thing. Yeah, you were a content creator at one point in time. She has not been that for a very long time. So, no, we got to get that out of the way first. And you know why I say that is because, number one, Anina Lynn, right, who people hate right now, but she is a female content creator. A Zoe Spencer, she is a female content creator. She gets her own set of hate too. A Pokimane, she is a female content creator. They appear on collaboration streams with people all the time. Nobody is saying that, oh man, Nina Lynn's getting cracked by this dude, or Zoe Spencer's getting cracked by this dude. Nobody's saying that. Because they understand that these are actual female content creators and they're collaborating in a way that isn't kind of like this tense boy-girl tension type of content. And on top of that, when he's talking about, oh, just because they're sitting in a room, it means that something happened between them. Dog. Are we really doing that? People are not thinking. No, some people are thinking that, sure. And also, we got to take into consideration that perception is a lot more important than reality. Perception is reality. Like, for example, Dan Bilzerian, he used to ride around in private jets with like 10 to 12 chicks. Was he cracking all those 10 to 12 chicks? I don't know. But if your chick was one of the 12 on the airplane with Dan Bilzerian, that doesn't look too great. I mean, she can be like, oh, you know, like we were just traveling and having fun. Okay, sure. But I guess I'm pretty sure we can all agree. I mean, y'all can agree amongst yourselves that would you like for a photo to come up and you're like, damn, she was with Dan Bilzerian. Damn, she was at the DJ booth too with, well, give me a random DJ with Steve Aoki. Oh man, oh, she was here. It's the optics of it. It is the perception of it. What perception does that give you? Now, like I said earlier, with a Zoe Spencer, people are not getting that perception. Now, people will say like Zoe Spencer is more combative, but who was a female streamer that I can think of? Hell, even these OF streamers, they do like that. So the fact that she's sitting there is not it. And also on top of that, people aren't just conjuring something up from their mind. Dog, not only is she on all these streams, let's also talk about her being an Uno the Activist, who is a D tier rapper. No disrespect, Uno. You know that's your position right now. At one point, you were C tier, creeping up on B tier, but you're currently D tier. Doesn't mean you have to remain D tier. I feel like he's going up right now from D to C tier. He's been moving. A lot of people like that project that he did with Made in Tokyo. I wasn't always the biggest like Uno. There's like a soft spot in my heart for Uno's career because I remember when he first came out and he had like he was going up and then, you know, some negative things happened. Like there's luck in this game and he just got unlucky in a bit. But in this clip, Grace Henderson is behind a pole on her knees like a dog. Like, come on now. Like, oh, that's just content? Now, I'm not saying that something happened between her and Uno the Activist. Probably nothing happened. But the fact that she was willing to put herself in a position like that to be degraded it's just, oh, I cannot believe it. So people aren't just jumping to conclusions with this Grace Henderson chick. And on top of that, she's not just sitting on stream and hanging out. Dog, she's locking lips with Almighty J on stream. She's locking lips with that other dude, Deshae Freaky Frost on stream. Shout out to whoever commented that on my last video. I might have to use that one a little bit more. She's locking lips with them on stream. So if she's willing to lock lips on stream, what else is happening off stream? I don't know. Hey, listen, maybe she's just an actor, right? And this is the thing, too. What does she get from collaborating? Because at least these OF chicks, right? I don't think she has an OF. People would have came up with that. These OF chicks, they'll hop on stream because they're like, okay, what I'm getting is, like subscribers, followers, etc. If it's another actual content creator / streamer, they're merging audiences. Like, oh, maybe people will watch my stream after seeing my personality on this individual stream. What is she getting from it? Crickets? Or she's just doing it for the love of the game. And if the love of the game is being a guest on streams and getting clout, then is that a love of the game that you want by your side? I don't know. Listen, we don't know these people personally, but Dub is not going to sit here, especially after what he said previously about Almighty J, and act like people are just out of their mind for thinking that it's insane that she's been on a streaming tour. Like, she's toured every streamer that we can think of. Like, next thing you know, people are going to pull up a stream of her kicking it with Annoying, maybe on an E-Date or something. I don't know why. I'm just thinking of every other streamer. What, like, has she been on Silky's stream too? I don't think we've seen that clip, but she has been everywhere. And I think maybe you could say, like, maybe she quit the content creation thing because PlaqueBoy Max said that for a period of time she worked for or with Rock Nation. I don't know in what capacity, to be fair. But if she is part of the Rock Illuminati, then I understand what PlaqueBoy Max is doing. You take a little bit of humiliation for her to bring your music career up and give you some good press. I can get behind that. That makes sense right there. And let's be real, industry relationships happen all the time. Granted, PlaqueBoy Max is for sure into this girl. Just the fact that he brought her on stream, I think is quite brutal. It's like, for example, I'll give you a perfect example. Kai Cenat's girlfriend, Gigi, nobody says anything bad about her. She is an actual content creator. She's not hopping on a bunch of other people's streams, and she's just kicking it. That other chick, Quenlin Blackwell, right? She's hopped on other people's streams, but it's collaborative, and nobody thinks of her in any type of way. Like, there is a subset of girls that people use for thirst trap content, for, like, baiting content, like freaky content, and this Grace Henderson girl just happened to be one of those chicks that we saw. And that is completely different from other chicks that are just collaborators. And people know the difference. And DDG's brother is not going to come here and try to gaslight us like a chick that's just sitting there for content, like a Cutie Cinderella, for example, showing up to FaZe. Nobody thinks that Cutie Cinderella was getting a train ran on her by FaZe. Nobody's thinking that. So if people are thinking that the girl is doing something, it's because of the consistent behavior that they've seen in all of these clips and the way she was behaving on these clips. I mean, we see her on her knees in that Aiden Ross stream, and she got brought there by Zias and Bilu. Like, there's 2 other streams we see her kissing some dudes, and then she's on all fours like a dog for Uno the Activist in, like, this TikTok. So that's already 3 to 4. Oh, we got 3-4 strikes there that we don't see, that we can't ascribe to any other streamer, any other actual female content creator. So no, she set herself up for that with her own choices. People did not just throw that on her. And if people did throw it on her, I would be fair and say it. I've said it in the past about other female streamers or just streamers in general. But let me know what y'all think. Are y'all on Dub's side? Or do you think DDG's brother, like, he might be locked in with her, as in, like, homies? So he's trying to defend her. Let me know. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one.